The article Leadership Trust in a Fast Moving World was an article I originally wrote when I was going through a restructuring in an organization and a new leader came in. And this leader had sort of a very confident, brash level where they're like, I know what to do and I'm going to tell you what to do. And as a result, made a lot of really bad decisions because employees did not feel comfortable saying, hey, what you're trying to do, I know there's a sense of urgency, but what you're planning to do is going to have really bad consequences for the organization. And it did, including losing some really critical talent. And it was because this leader hadn't established a sense of trust. And what it reminded me in that experience was a line from a poem called The Charge of the Light Brigade about a military action in the Crimean War, where there's this famous line where these soldiers are given an order that basically is sending them to their death. And they know it's a bad order, but in the poem they say, ours not to reason why, ours but to do or die. And those sort of symbol of like courage and duty, but in reality it was people following a really bad decision, and rather than challenging the leader and saying this is really stupid, they just rode to their death. It was very tragic. And that kind of reminded me of what was going on in a lot of organizations and leaders in this sort of fast moving world. And with all this stuff going on with AI right now and a lot of pressure on leaders to like rethink workforces, and AI technology can do that, and automation, I think this need for trust is as important now as it ever was, perhaps even more so. That there's a lot of pressure for leaders to make decisions that affect the workforce using technology, but the people that are really going to know what's going to be lost by doing that are the employees themselves that are most affected by this use of technology. And so it's so critical in the world that we're in that leaders really focus on establishing that connection and trust with employees so they can make quick decisions, but also ensure these quick decisions are the right decisions. I hope you enjoy the article.